I think this is a very young top 4.
Trinity is not young. Monique is not young.
Okay.
You're not the only 2 young ones.
Lies!
Some parts of me are less than 10 years old, okay?
But everyone here is like full of endurance. Everyone here can like take it. Like that's.
But you're not the only young ones. You're 20, what?
24.
I'm 28. These 2 bitches are old.
But they're a lot more healthier, I would say.
No, she's clearly healthy.
Than you, but she surely is heftier than me.
She is definitely healthy.
Very that.
I'm not heftier. I'm just rounded.
Well-rounded.
Your head is very round.
What's up, wow? World of Wonder. Make sure to subscribe, make sure to comment, make sure to like.
3 minutes and 30 seconds. All right, ladies, let's all gather in front of the double doors, please. Lovely top 4. All right, let's get ready to talk about it.
From the grand finale of All Stars 4 I heard.
This was the longest summer camp I've ever been to.
Where did you tell people you were going? I told people that I went to a family barbecue.
I didn't tell people. They did not care.
Today was a long day, girl.
Today was that day.
I'm gagged. I just thought about it again.
This experience was wild. It was a lot of fun. It was really cool to be back on the show that inspired me to do what I was made to do in this world and what's my passion. So it was cool to be at the Olympics of drag. I did not expect when I first came here to love Monique as much as I do. Monique is everything. I actually didn't think I was gonna like her at all. I didn't think I was gonna like you at all.
Oh.
Club 96. Club 96. Club 96. Club 96. Club 96. Club 96. Yeah, give me a beat. Club 96. Club 96. Club 96. Club 96. Club 96.
Girl.
Club 96.
This experience has been great, amazing, life-changing, and I made it to the top 4. So I'm just really honored and excited and pleased.
You're an all-star, baby.
I'm an all-star, baby! I'm really exhausted, so excuse me, I'm kind of delusional. I did not sleep a whole lot last night. So, we have to pack up. But I am gonna go to the hotel. Trinity bought me a bath bomb and I was saving it, so I can't wait. We're gonna disinfect my tub again. Cause you know, housekeeper comes in, but I don't know what they use. So I gotta know that it's clean, okay? Then we're gonna get the water hot, but not too hot, cause it can't burn, cause chocolate melts, okay?
I mean, I look absolutely terrible. This is what after drag looks like.
How does it feel to be over?
Girl, it feels so good.
And my back hurts.
My body
My
hurts.
everything hurts.
Bitch, we started this morning.
Also, I don't think the fans understand how much we rehearsed that goddamn dance.
We did.
Girl.
Not with your makeup on my outfit.
Can we get to see the little manicure later before we leave?
Girl.
I need another
These
gel.
are hate.
My gel needs
Yeah,
to
girl,
be
you-
redone.
Look at this. Look at that.
Girl, I'm so
It's
tired.
over.
I'm delirious. I can't even get up.
There's an actual bend, and this
That's supposed to be bending over,
I
girl.
was like, damn, is this supposed to
good. That's how I get that waist, honey.
Girl, you be cinched, honey.
I do be.
I really wish I had worn my dark hair, girl.
I wish you did too. I like the dark hair one.
Oh, the blonde was beautiful, bitch.
What are you gals gonna do now? You're gonna go home, rest.
We're gonna go to the club.
Damn.
Hey everybody, it's Michelle Visage. Welcome to another episode of What Ya Packin'? And today we have the one and only, the stunningly gorgeous, she's all legs, Miss Naomi Smalls.
Hi, Michelle.
Let's settle this once and for all.
Let's do it.
Naomi.
Ooh, I always say, hi, I'm Naomi Smalls.
So you say nay.
Yeah.
I agree.
Right?
Yeah.
I never really care because it's like one of those David or David or like.
Okay, no David.
No David.
Not ever. Davis or Davis.
There you go. Tomato or tomato. I get David all the time. I don't care.
Well, that's because your boy name is Davis.
Right.
And it's not a common name.
No, it's such a last name.
I feel like I've talked to you more than I've ever talked to you in our entire lives this past filming of this show.
I was never safe. I was always either in the top or the bottom, and it was so cool to like have more one-on-one moments with the judges and hear more about my drag and get like little pieces of advice for next time.
You were never safe this whole series?
I was never safe that I was kicked to the back.
Right.
And got nothing.
That's what I meant.
Yeah. It was cool though.
Interesting.
I didn't want to be there. I like flew so under the radar on my season that I came back with like a point to prove that this is what I want to do and I want to be noticed for trying my hardest.
I think I told you that when we go through the final critique. I think I told you, your season, you really didn't kick in until like more than halfway through.
Right.
Until the makeover challenge. And then you not only kicked in, you gunned it, you floored it. And that's when I turned around and was like, oh, okay, she's in it, Right. And it's not that I never saw you. I saw you, I just saw you as one note.
Right.
And then you really changed it and you ended up top 3. And this series, you gave me a lot of, variety, a lot of fun. And what I noticed about you was you really came to play. And you really are trying to let down those boundaries that are still built up.
Totally. I always try and go in to the critiques because if you're in the judges panel, there's a reason you're there. You know what you're talking about. So I'm going to be listening and try to impress you next week because that's how you continue to grow in this competition.
And by the way, you always impress me.
Oh, thank you.
It's not impression. It's challenge by challenge. And you get up to that challenge. And Jesus God, Naomi looks amazing.
Oh, thanks.
So right away I say, what can I do to help her be even that much better?
Right.
Did you enjoy yourself more this time around?
I had so much fun this time around. And I hope that shows. Like, this is my passion, and I'm at the place where my passion is so celebrated, and people just want you to do better constantly. And we get to inspire people every single week. I knew that I was going to struggle with comedy challenges, but it didn't stop me from trying my hardest every single week.
Naomi, you did great with the Snatch Game.
Snatch Game is something I knew was coming.
Right.
Like, I knew it was coming. I could prepare for it. I'm like really crazy. So all these looks I prepare so long and like tediously for, and Snatch Game was no exception.
Where you played Wendy Williams.
Or I played one. How you doing?
The Snatch Game of Love.
The Snatch Game of Love.
It was really fun, and you had a really strong go with that, and I was really proud of you because you have suffered with that in the past,
My Snatch Game on season 8 was horrendous.
We won't talk about that.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
She who shall not be named.
Yeah, but you were really good with Wendy Williams. I really enjoyed that. And I have to say, even in Jersey Justice, I liked your character.
Thank you.
I thought she was good.
And see, the thing with that one, that's where I started to really have to turn off some of the critiques for me because all my peers said, you killed it this week. You overpowered Manila. I feel bad for Manila. She had to be in the scene with you. And then we go up in front of the critiques, and it's something completely different.
Because we're looking at different stuff than the other girls. To be honest, you were both great. But when you take it out individually and you look at different things, you're left with what you're left with.
Right.
But I'm not going to let you not get in this interview and let me tell you how great you were.
Oh, thank you.
You were wonderful. You looked great.
I really appreciate it. That was so much fun.
So much fun.
The fact that I got to be a completely different character and just let it go, like all the and then and she's gonna like settle it in court. It was really cool to let go.
It was really fun to watch. It was just, that challenge was so good in particular, where you girls had so much fun with it. So
Totally.
picking apart like where we're gonna go with this and who's gonna win and who's not gonna win,
Judging All Stars must be so hard.
really hard.
Because literally everyone is there for a reason.
Yes.
And they're all like amazing. So
Yes.
it's like just tweezing at the hairs.
It's exactly what it is. You know, I always say it's like you're literally a pubic hair away from each other.
That's true.
Thank you so much for spending your time with me.
course.
And thank you so much for bringing your full self to this. And I
you.
know you made it really far.
Thank you.
And I know it must have been crushing for you not to get that final 2 call. But you took it like a champ.
And I got to wear that purple gown look.
And not only that, the
really
purple gown look, that was amazing. But also that final number that you came out in with the bow
Oh yeah.
and the little ruffled panty, that was so precious.
Oh, thank you.
I just think you can be really proud of this run that you had.
Thank you.
And I hope your heart wasn't too crushed, and I hope you can leave with pride.
I am leaving here feeling like a star because I know I tried my hardest every single week. Even though it wasn't in the top every week, it was something I know I can be proud of because it was really a lot of hard work.
Well, you can leave like a star because you are a star.
Thank you.
So your social media is Naomi Smalls, duh.
My Twitter is Naomi Smalls, duh. My Instagram is Naomi Smalls.
So there you go. So thank you so much, sweetheart.
Thank you, Michelle.
I wish you the best of luck with everything. I'm sure I'll see you out there on the road.
Yes, and thank you for all your wiseness and critiques. They hurt sometimes, but you know what? That's what you gotta do.
They're always said with love.
Thank you.
Love and a syringe of Juvederm.
Perfect.
I adore
On a
you.
platter.
Thank you. Thank you all for joining me for another episode of What You Packin'. We'll see you next time right here. Bye.
Bye.
Hey everybody, it's Michelle Visage. Welcome to another episode of What You Packin'. Today I have the amazing, the brown cow stunning, one and only Miss Monique Hart. Hello, darling.
How are you?
I am grand. How are you?
Good. You look fabulous.
And so do you.
Thank you.
Tell me about this little hat.
So this lovely hat was given to me by Enzen.
So cute.
They just mailed it to me, and I was like, great, perfect. I was like, oh, it's giraffe print. Now I get it, cute. So now I just wear it. Now, you know, so it's cute.
love it.
It's real fun through the airport.
Now, when you saw that on your episode, did you get it?
At that point, I did. I was like, okay, this is giraffe. It is.
No, I love that you took that. And it was just a, you know, really, if you think about it, it was just a little fleeting moment.
Yeah.
It was like a Miss Vanjie moment where I was just like, yeah, but it's giraffe. And you're like, it's a brown cow. And I was like, no, it's a giraffe. It was that was the extent of it.
Right.
And you turned it into a brand for yourself.
I recognized that it was a brand when someone sent it to me as a meme. And I was like, oh, this is in the Apple phone. So you type in stunning icon. I said, oh, we're running with it. honey.
Yay! So when you got the call and you heard that Rue picked you, what was your first instinct? What was your first reaction?
You know, after the whole season aired and seeing the response from fans, and they were like, I get your look, and da-da-da, I was just like, let me go back and really like show and fight and show the judges, like, and fight for this crown and let the judges know, like, no, I think I didn't show you, so let me show you this time. So I was really excited.
Do you feel proud of what you did? Do you feel like you did that?
In ways, I do. I mean, I made the top 4, and that's really, really striking. I would say I left third. You know, third alternate Craig. But yeah.
I could say from a judging point of view that you 100% did that because your aesthetic, I think, was growing as the show grew on your season, but we didn't really know who Monique was.
Yeah.
I told you I fell in love with you watching the show because I didn't know who you were.
Yeah.
And then watching the show, I was like, this bitch is funny. And that's when I fell in love with you. And I think that's when a lot of people fell in love with you.
Yeah, I would agree. I would say that the world really gravitated to Monique episode 1 with that card dress. They
Yes.
were like,
Oh, I loved that.
"Who-
Yes.
What's going on? Who is she?"
Yes.
And I could tell that the world was really wrecked that I didn't go as far as that I knew I could go, and as far as people had me going.
And with All Stars, it's almost always impossible to predict. Honestly, it is.
Very.
Just as, you know, you girls have the power with sending each other home. So that's another reason why we as judges can't predict. We can only give our critiques. And I think I go a little bit harder on All Stars because, well, it's All Stars after all. But I can tell you that I'm really proud of the work that you did. And like I said to you on the main stage, you 100% belonged in that Final Four.
Thank you.
You earned it. You were amazing. And you brought the looks, you brought the attitude, you brought the fun.
And I think I was trying to show you my quirkiness and creativeness and how my perspective is a little different. And I think now knowing the nature of the beast of the competition, it's like, how do I show that? And I think when I came back for All Stars, after going through season 10, I was reserved to be vulnerable on the main stage after getting a critique, and then like, how do I explain, which I felt other people could do, that I couldn't do.
You were hilarious in the Jersey Justice Challenge.
Thank you.
It was probably one of my favorites in that whole challenge because you were being somehow really authentic. Because you had no walls up. Even the moments, because it was an improv challenge, you were there on every beat. You didn't miss a thing. And I felt that is what Monique is. That's who you are.
Improv is very strong for me. And the Jersey, I love that. I was like, we finally get to do a Jersey, like accent kind of thing. Here we go, and we're talking, and there was Carol, there was Roxanne, and there was Rachel. You know, so it was like, oh my gosh, like this works for me.
Are you proud of the work you did?
You know, I wanted to win a lot more and really express my point of view of drag, but overall, I mean, I really did it, and it means a lot to work hard and to see the payoff. I would say one of the hardest things about Drag Race, All Stars or the OG season is you do grow. There's no way you cannot take a critique and not. And for me, I wanted to prove to you guys, like, I'm listening, you know what I mean? I am really, really going in there. Y'all said my highlight was too bright. I'm like, I understand exactly why they said that.
And the minute you nailed it, did I not tell you?
Very that. You learn during Drag Race, and sometimes it's hard because you're like, I can't change what I brought. Like, the garments are the garments.
No, fair. That's fair.
You know,
yeah.
so you're like, I got a bad critique last week and I changed it, but what do you do?
But even
you know,
sometimes, Monique, that's a good point of conversation because there's a lot of girls in the fandom, or kids in the fandom that talk about, well, how are you going to compare somebody who comes from money or has money to somebody who doesn't? And let's use a Chi-Chi DeVayne, for example. It's not fair, but I can tell you, I can only speak for me, and I'm sure I can speak for Rue here, but as a judge, you know, Rue came from nothing, I came from nothing. We have done a lot with nothing. I would never put somebody who spent $10,000 on their outfit up against somebody who's binding their ribs with tape and say because she's doing it with tape that it's not equal.
Right.
So I judge each outfit accordingly, but as the challenge.
Right.
So I would never, ever judge you because an outfit looks cheap or not, never.
Right.
It's purely aesthetic and what the challenge is. So I think you can keep your head held high. You played an incredible game. It might not have ended the way you wanted it to, but I'm telling you, you'll be okay.
Yeah.
Because people saw the real Monique. And I encourage you to keep giving us more of the real Monique. Because you are Monique Hart for a reason. And we love that heart. And I love you, and I'm so proud of you. Thank you for coming today. And thank you guys. Thank you, my darling. I love you too. Thank you guys for sticking around for another What You Packin'. I love you all so very much. Mwah. Bye. Hello, my beautiful family. It's Michelle Visage. Welcome to another episode of What You Packin'. I am here with New York City's Miss Monet Exchange.
Yes, Michelle.
Monet, what island are you originally from?
St. Lucia.
St. Lucia, where I honeymooned.
Did you really honeymoon in St. Lucia?
I did. St. Lucia, in and of itself, stunning.
It's such a beautiful island.
Really
You know,
gorgeous.
it was really like growing up in paradise, like every day, like going to the beach every weekend with my parents, with my folks. Like, I loved growing up in St. Lucia.
How old were you when you moved to New York?
I was born in New York, and then I moved there when I was 6 months old.
To St. Lucia?
Yeah, to St. Lucia. And then I moved back to New York when I was in fourth grade, so 9, 10.
Tough time to
Yeah.
leave.
So imagine a big old chubby elementary school Monet with a thick old West Indian accent in Brooklyn, New York, girl. It was torture. And that kind of made me recoil a little bit because I was trying to be authentically me, and in my mind, like that's the reason why I was being beat up. So it's like, no, try to be hard, but girl, I could not fake the funk. I would like.
Did you try to date girls and stuff?
Oh, absolutely, girl. I had a girlfriend in high school, and
her name was Bob. Just kidding. Let's talk about your trip here, your journey here on RuPaul's Drag Race All Stars 4. So you get off your season.
Yes.
You had a very tumultuous time.
Yes.
But a good time. You were loved.
Yes.
You were Miss Congeniality, and you came out of it pretty much unscathed, I would say, with a lot of sponges protecting you. And then you got the call not long after for All Stars 4.
Yes.
What are you thinking? What's going through your mind?
Well, I'm like, okay, girl, you really want to redeem yourself from your season and really show the judges and Michelle and the fans that I can wear nice clothes and like I am, I can give some glam and give some fashion. But it was like, you are just off the season. You are trying to reclaim your coin that you spent on DragCon and all these things, and like trying to get my life together.
You made some coin at DragCon.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So it's like, do you go right back? Like, are you prepared to really go balls to the wall and really like be open to hearing critique and be open to really allowing myself to have another, because I don't think I had a negative experience on my season. I had a positive experience. Yeah. So, but it was like, if I go back, I want to win. I want to really show the judges that I grow quickly. Lots of times, like a lot of the girls from my season, and I know they have the social medias and they turn off all the negative comments. Like they put those filter words that you like. If you put anything,
you can do that.
Yeah, you can do that. I'm not one of those girls who put those filters on, because I'm like, if I hear only good things all the time, that is not reality. That's not real. Like, everyone can be like, Monet, you're perfect. Yes, you never do anything wrong. Like, that's not how the world works.
That's what's wrong with life.
Exactly.
That's everybody getting a participatory ribbon because they ran in the race. Bitch, no. Run harder, get faster, and win the first, second, or third.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
So that's what I wanted to come into All Stars to do, is to take everything that you guys told me season 10 and what fans are observing, watching me on the show. So I wanted to come in All Stars being ready to do all of those things, and I feel like I did.
I feel like you did too, and I think it's very smart. People have to realize, the queens that take on that, okay, I'm going to do All Stars. You think I come hard on your season? Wait till All Stars, because you are now the cream of the crop.
Yeah.
Rue handpicked you to be here.
Yeah.
To represent yourself again, and how you've elevated since your season. And you and Monique did not have a lot of time.
Yeah, girl.
But you came through. You really came through. And in the beginning, I was like, okay, so where's sponges?
The first one. Can we talk about the first?
Please do.
Michelle,
Please.
I don't know what I was thinking. Michelle, I don't know what I was thinking. That number started, I was like, all right, here we go. Just roll with it, girl. Try to be funny, try to make it a moment, but it was just not cute. And I mean, I made my living for 3 years singing around the country with Portland Opera and being at this moment, but I was like, I'm not gonna do anything classical. I wanna be fun and silly, and it did not pay off.
Listen, sometimes we take risks, and I'm all about swinging big.
Yeah.
If you swing big, at least you swing big. If you swing big and you miss, at least you tried.
Yeah.
And you progressed every single week. I watched you. I watched your hairdos. I watched your waist. I watched your outfits. And listen, all y'all about that, you're old school. No, I'm not old school. I know about new school. I know where drag is going. I know where it's been.
Yeah.
But we are also doing the art of illusion here on RuPaul's Drag Race.
Yeah.
And this is a big man right here.
Hello.
So you want to balance out the shoulders. You want to balance out the thighs. There's a lot of things we're trying to do here.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that everybody's shaped that way. I am shaped like a friggin' fire hydrant. So I have to do my part in giving myself a body. No, I know where my issues are, and I fix myself accordingly. And it's not that you can't be bigger, smaller. You don't always have to have big titties. I'm all okay with that.
Yeah.
But if you're doing something, it's all about symmetry.
Oh, absolutely.
So give me just where my eyes can go and go, yeah, that's right. And you did it. And not only do it the right way, end up in the final 2.
I know.
How did that make you feel?
Michelle, it felt so good to hear your final critiques and to hear just how genuine and how honest what you had to say to me was. It really was indescribable, because again, you guys have seen the journey. Yes, you didn't know me from years ago, but in these 2 seasons of All Stars, you do a lot of growing up when you come on Drag Race.
Yeah, sure.
A lot. You know what I mean? So to hear how honest and how genuine what you and Rue and Carson and Ross had to say to me, it was so lovely to hear.
Well, you deserved it. I wouldn't have said it if you didn't deserve it.
I know.
You know, I would have said what my truth was.
Yeah.
But this was all the truth. And seeing you standing there in that beautiful blonde dreaded wig and those colors, and it was West Indian in, you know, representing yourself. And it was just beautiful. And you looked lovely. Your body shape was on point, and you didn't sacrifice anything. You gave us who you were, and I love that. Monet, I'm so proud of you.
Thank you, Michelle.
I am proud of everything that you've done. I'm proud of everything that you're going to continue to do. And I'm proud of everything in this moment where we are right now. You earned that spot as the top 2. You earned it.
Thank you, Michelle.
You were ready, and it happened real fast. So I want you to use this platform as good. You have earned your place right now. Congratulations to you,
Thank you,
sweetheart.
Michelle.
Thank you so much. I adore you. I love you.
Thank you. I love you more than you know, girl.
Oh, well,
more than
warms
you
my
know.
heart. Monet Exchange on all social media?
Yes, all across the board.
Great, there you go.
Thank you.
Good luck, baby.
Thank you, Michelle.
Don't f- it up.
I won't.
Thank you so much for joining me for another What You Packin'. I love you all so very much. Mwah. Bye. Hey, little darlings, it's Michelle Visage. Welcome to another episode of What You Packin'. And today we have the one and only superstar, Miss Trinity the Tuck Taylor.
Hey!
Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
How is it different for you this time around?
You know, I did make top 4 in my season. This is a little different because I made it to the very bitter end. Except for this time, it's not bitter. I feel really happy with everything that I presented this year. Season 9 was different because it's kind of like a rush to get there, so you just bring whatever you can. And this time I was able to actually bring every single thing I wanted to. And I feel 100% happy with everything that I presented. And not just my runways, but what I did in challenges.
I don't even really have the words to encompass the level of drag that I saw from you in this All-Stars. Now, I loved you in your season as well. We had to fight a little bit to get to you, and I know you build walls, and I think your boyfriend, Leo, has helped you kind of bring walls down. And I've spent some personal time with you, and you helped save my life in Zurich and all sorts of fun things on the road. And I got to know you personally. But because I did know you personally, I got to see more of who I know on All-Stars 4. And I think that does have a lot to do with your personal life. You finding peace and happiness in that. Because I think you struggled with that on your season. Then your boyfriend came into your life, and then the whole grandmother's situation, and you know, people know about your struggles and you finding peace with her spirit and knowing that she'd be happy with who you are. And I know she'd be happy with who you are. But your level of drag, jaw dropping, that final dress, I don't even know what to say. I'm not impressed very easily, as you know. There isn't much that I haven't seen. And that was not only remarkable, and I haven't seen anything like it, it was in a class by itself. It was in a glass by itself. Whose idea was that?
Actually, the designer who did my finale dress for season 9 did this dress too, and it wasn't supposed to be my finale dress.
Was it not?
No, it's a rip-away dress that is almost like a burlesque thing, and I was saving it for a possible lip sync, depending on what the song was.
How would you lip sync in that thing? You can barely move in it.
No. It all comes off until it's little itty bitty bitty.
Like those little pieces?
Oh, there's like 5 different costume changes.
Shut up. I would have loved to have seen that.
I know. I didn't want to be that naked for the finale.
Wasn't the place for it.
No, it wasn't.
I agree.
So I was just giving you a little taste of the tea. But no, I wasn't supposed to be that, and actually he made that in a week. Made it and shipped it to me at last minute.
And who's the designer?
His name is Anthony Canny. He is, he's done stuff he didn't.
House of Canny?
House of Canny.
Yes.
He did
a lot of Violet Chachki stuff.
Violet Chachki, Dita Von Teese. He's done a lot of stuff for a lot of
He's
people.
remarkable. I'm dying for him to do a piece for me too.
He needs to.
I know, you don't make yours, but you design them?
I used to make a lot of my stuff. This time around, I didn't have time. I've been working. And so I did design a lot of my stuff and had a lot of stuff made by a lot of different people because I wanted different aesthetics for different things.
Right. And you gave us, I mean, even for your Super Queen, just everything, Trinity, you pushed yourself. You pushed yourself to a place where you knew I was going to push you anyway.
Yep.
So you came prepared so I didn't have to say it.
Yeah.
Which is, it's very smart.
Thank you.
So do you feel better about it this time around, or different? What's the right adjective?
Better and different, all of that. I feel just a sense of confidence.
Tell me about the experience of having your boyfriend there for the makeover challenge.
Insane. Was not expecting that at all.
The door's open.
The door's open, and I'm thinking, okay, it's the best friends challenge,
Right.
so my best friend's gonna walk through the door, who is a drag queen, and I was thinking, how's that gonna work? And so I'm thinking in my head, okay, my best friend's a drag queen, how's that gonna work? And then in walks Leo, and like I just like almost fall. Because I was not expecting that at all, and I hadn't seen him, and I missed him, and I needed that. I
Yeah.
needed that push, that charge.
So right at the right time,
It
right?
was at the perfect time.
Yeah.
It was at the perfect
It was so good.
Thank you.
Honestly, really, really fun. That whole challenge was fun. Just the idea of it.
Great
The
challenge.
song, the thought of it,
Yeah.
it was really, really fun. And some girls hate, I know like Latrice hates a makeover challenge. I know you like a makeover challenge.
Yeah, I love a makeover challenge. It's fun. It's fun to, like, especially in these situations where the people you're making over don't have this experience.
Right, which is why bringing a drag queen, like I know Naomi would have wanted Kim Chi and Manila would have wanted Raja. It's not fair. It's just not.
No, and it's not fun.
It's not fun because that's what they do every night of their lives.
Yeah.
What was your favorite, or a few of your favorite, if not one of your favorite challenges?
The makeover was one of them. My absolute favorite was the Snatch Game.
Oh, well, Snatch Game of Love. How could we not talk about your Caitlyn Jenner? I mean, honestly, you know, I did a 6-month tour with Sharon Needles doing Caitlyn Jenner. And shout out to Sharon Needles because she's a great impressionist. Impressions are her thing. And after her doing Caitlyn and laughing my ass off, genuinely, I do not laugh when it's not funny. I am not an easy laugh. She killed me every night of the week for 6 months.
Dang.
You were that good. You were just as good.
Well, thank goodness I knew that she did a great Caitlyn, and I have been wanting to do Caitlyn since season 9. I called her up one day and was like, hey, I'm getting ready to start doing Caitlyn as a character. Can you give me any pointers? And she graciously was like, yeah, so here's this and this and this. A lot of it was really inappropriate that I couldn't say, because you know her humor.
That's Sharon Needles, yes.
So luckily she just gave me some pointers, mainly about the essence of the character,
Yes.
and I just had a lot of fun.
Oh, and it showed. It was so strong. Like when I was watching the tape, literally all I saw was you. There were some other great moments too, but all I saw was Caitlyn. It was so phenomenal.
Malibu, baby!
That's it! Oh, it was so funny, and I'm just so proud of you and everything that you overcame, and I'm proud of the most important thing. This is a drag show and all that, but what people don't understand is that this show is so much more than boys dressing up in girls' clothing.
Way more.
It's about heart, it's about grit, integrity, perseverance, comeuppance, all this stuff. And I can tell that the work you've done on yourself has been working.
Yeah.
And I encourage you to keep doing what you're doing because you're doing the right thing with Leo in your life, without Leo in your life, whatever it is. You're getting to a place where you're realizing, hey, I've got one life to live. I want to do it with the best nose ever.
Yeah.
And I do want to do it with the best attitude ever.
No, you're right. This is the thing, like, people think that you have to be 100% figured out when you hit 30. I'm 33, and I'm still figuring myself out.
Good.
My 30s have been the best years of my life.
Wait till your 40s. I'm not kidding,
And
Trinity.
I'm serious.
Wait till your
I'm
40s,
sure.
yeah.
It's just like, you know, I thank God, the universe, the powers that be, that I have people in my life now that have really been there for me in all the right reasons and all the right ways, and have pushed me to be a better person, and that has allowed me to be a better entertainer.
I am so excited for what the future holds for you. You've been working nonstop anyway, but I really think that you showed another side to your drag, another side to your personality. People that maybe felt a little standoffish from you before are going to see another side of Trinity Taylor. You're going to open up a whole different audience, and I love you to pieces.
Thank you, and I love you too.
Good, thank you, and I hope I wasn't too hard on you ever.
No, I mean, you were hard, but I like it hard.
Yeah, no, you do, girl. You go hard or go home. It's
Yeah.
all good. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for watching another episode of What You Packin'. We'll see you next time. Bye.